Welcome, uplifting life partners. Let's ignite possibilities together. I am so incredibly grateful you're here for our fourth Self Love Wednesday episode of Marriage Mastery Simplified, cultivating extraordinary connection. We're on a powerful journey of self discovery and growth. We've reconnected with your core self. We learned to set healthy boundaries. And this past Wednesday, we dove deep into the power of self compassion, nurturing your inner voice, because treating yourself with kindness is foundational. So if you missed any of those, I highly encourage you to go back and listen. So today, we're taking another step in your self love journey, befriending your inner child. We're going to explore healing past wounds for present peace, understanding how your earliest experiences still influencing you today. So get ready to unlock deep emotional healing and bring even more peace to your present. My uplifting life partners, this concept of the inner child, it may sound just like that, some made up concept, but it's incredibly powerful and it's real. Your inner child is that part of your subconscious mind that holds memories, emotions, and experiences from your earlier years. It's the vulnerable, impressionable part of you that developed when you were a child, carrying both the joys and the unmet needs or wounds from your past. Think of it this way. Even as adults, we carry these childlike aspects of our personalities and emotions. If a child experiences emotional injury, neglect, or trauma, those inner wounds don't just disappear. They get stored deep within. Now, I know you may have heard the idea that 80 to 90% of a person's personality is created by the age of 5. What does that mean? Most people are living their life through the eyes of a 5-year-old. So why is healing your inner child so important for your present peace and your relationships? Because you ain't 5 anymore. Well, really, it's because these unresolved childhood wounds, they can be subtle or not so subtle, but they influence your adult behaviors, your triggers, your wants, and your needs. They can manifest as feelings of insecurity, shame, or difficulty in relationships. For example, if your inner child experienced a fear of abandonment, you might find yourself in adult relationships constantly seeking validation, pushing partners away to protect yourself, or tolerating unhealthy behaviors just to feel a sense of belonging. These patterns, they keep playing out until you address the root cause, which we're doing here today. So healing your inner child, it's about addressing these unmet needs by reparenting yourself, giving that younger part of you the love and attention it may have lacked. We're no longer blaming our parents, we're taking responsibility. So we must recognize that their inner child's influence in our adult life and in our relationships. So how do you know when your inner child is taking the wheel in your adult life, especially in your relationships? Well, it often happens when you feel triggered, stressed, or overwhelmed. Here's some common signs that your wounded inner child might be, at least you got to stay open to it, influencing your present emotional reactivity. You might find yourself having disproportionate emotional responses to minor events, throwing temper tantrums, or withdrawing your love, seeking constant validation, an overwhelming need for reassurance from others, or difficulty feeling secure in relationships often stems from early childhood experiences. Repetitive patterns. You might continually attract the same type of partners or situations that consistently let you down because those patterns give you the opportunity to transcend old wounds. Fear of vulnerability. If your inner child was hurt when vulnerable, adult you might struggle to open up, fearing re-experiencing that pain. Difficulty with boundaries. As we discussed in episode 2, setting boundaries is crucial. But a wounded inner child might make it hard to assert your needs, fearing rejection or abandonment. Self-sabotage. The inner child might create reactivity patterns like manipulation, trying to make a partner jealous, or shutting down. The good news, once you recognize these patterns, you gain insight into their root causes. This awareness is the first step towards healing and choosing a different, more peaceful response. It's about understanding that pain you feel. It might be a wound from the past, not just what's happening in front of you. Now, my uplifting life partners, the beautiful work of befriending and reparenting your inner child, it's a journey of healing and self-love. It's about giving that younger part of you the care, nurturing, and validation it may have missed. This process promotes self-soothing, self-care, and self-acceptance. Now, here's some practical steps you can take to reconnect and heal your inner child. Acknowledge and connect. Find a childhood photo of yourself around age 4 to 6 and place it somewhere visible. Whenever you see it, take a moment to mentally check in. Ask, how you feeling today, little one? What do you need? Practice self-compassion. This is vital. Speak to your inner child and yourself with kindness, understanding, and encouragement, just as you would a vulnerable child. Remind yourself it's okay to be imperfect. Visualize reparenting. Find a quiet space. Close your eyes and visualize your inner child. Imagine yourself as an adult self, confronting, hugging, or holding hands with your inner child. Offer them the love and support they may not have received. Engage in play. Reconnect with activities that brought you joy as a child. Draw, dance, explore nature, swing on a swing set. Play is essential for emotional expression and stress reduction. We've talked about this before. Journaling. Write a letter to your inner child. Ask them how they're feeling, what they need, what they're afraid of. Then write a letter back from your adult self, letting them know you will show up for them now. Heal these emotional wounds. Through acknowledgement and validation of your inner child's pain, you can begin to release suppressed emotions and develop healthier coping mechanisms. So by nurturing your inner child with deep, unconditional love, you not only healed old wounds, but also reclaim the joy and wonder of life. This process fosters greater self-compassion and self-acceptance, which are fundamental for cultivating extraordinary connections in your relationships. So today, we've embarked on the journey of befriending your inner child, understanding how healing past wounds brings present peace. This is a courageous act of self-love that transforms your emotional well-being and empowers your relationships. This work builds on all our previous self-love episodes, from knowing your core self to setting boundaries and practicing self-compassion. When you heal that inner child, you become more emotionally grounded and secure, ready to navigate the challenges in your relationships with grace. And you knew this was coming. We're speaking about relationships, so make sure you don't miss our next Marriage Builder Sunday episode. Well, we'll continue to build on these insights for even deeper understanding and intimacy in your partnership. We'll be diving into embracing imperfection, finding beauty in flaws, yours and theirs. It's going to be transformative. So for more exclusive training, deeper dives, behind the scenes content, our books, video series, and the Simplified Uplifters apparel clothing store, make sure you download the Simplified Uplifters app today. It's your one-stop shop for all of our resources. You can find the link in the show notes or search Simplified You on Google Play or the Apple App Store. Again, Simplified You. The letter U, which stands for Uplifters, or the website, which is a duplicate of the app, located at simplifieduplifters.net. Again, that's simplifieduplifters.net. Thank you for joining me on this Transformative Self-Love Wednesday. Until we connect again, remember your power, my uplifting life partners. You are extraordinary.